So there's a level of excitement there at every game for me.
Seeing everybody rally around the team. It's been really great to see.
The Clippers are going to be much more serious going forward forever. Well, as long as Ballmer's in charge, at least.
I think in the long run, people are going to look at the Clippers differently.
I just think that we just wanted to not hear those ridiculous, oh, Western Conference Finals virgins, or, oh, you never made it past the second round ever again.
It feels good to be able to shut people up in that way.
Kawhi got hurt. No one thought we were going to get that far after that.
It seemed like every single, power in the world just didn't want to see the Clippers make it past the second round. So to be in the building when it happened, I mean, I put that as one of the best days of my entire life.
And it was surreal. It was amazing. It was one of the best games I've ever been to. And I'm so glad I had my son there with me. He actually got to experience that. I'm like, you have no idea how long we've been waiting for this.
Just to experience that, being part of history, because that is Clipper history, I think was huge for me.
I was actually at Game 6 for the Jazz game when they actually went to the conference finals. And that was, I think, the best home environment for a Clipper game I've been to.
And I think that right there is an accomplishment in itself. And I was so proud of the Clippers. I was so proud to be a Clippers fan.
I think that series in particular, it just showed a culture change. Like Ty Lue got his guys to play egoless. He could plug and play anyone.
I mean, every time we do better than before, it's a good year for me.
I think it was important because we wanted to see progress.
We have had this second round barrier in front of us to the point where the memes, the slander reached all-time levels.
They showed up for their team when they needed it. And just watching that whole end of that series was pretty inspiring and just exciting.
I think personally we would have won our first title if Kawhi didn't get hurt. There's nothing anyone can tell me otherwise.
Let's go Clippers!
I mean, it's not like any other fan base out there.
We all kind of know each other. It's a very small knit group.
I feel like Clipper fans are very humble just because we haven't seen too much winning. So I feel like we're also more objective about basketball.
If you're a Clipper fan, you have to if you were a Clipper fan back then, for real, you got to really like the team.
They really have to appreciate being the underdogs and struggling.
I resonated more with the team that I wanted to see history be made as opposed to one that the history was already there.
Thing is, it's not even just like a Lakers town. It's like a Lakers country and like Lakers media. So it's kind of something I'm used to.
For a long time, we've been like guests in our own home.
Technically, we're not the only team paying rent in that particular building.
There's one big team up there in LA.
I like the underdog. It's easy to root for the ones who are always winning.
I just want us to kind of get over the hump and finally make it to the finals, once in my lifetime.
It's always a fun thing when you see, the little guys win and get that win over the big dogs in the leagues. And I think that kind of translated and that resonated super well with the Clippers.
I mean, I like us. We're always scrappy.
Very raw, very, they grind hard.
They really gave it their all, even though they were counted out every game.
They're not just saying family, they are family.
It's amazing. It's like you against the world, really, because you have the biggest, most star-powered brand right in your own backyard, just overshadowing basically everything you do.
We can have star players here. People actually want to come to our team.
I don't think people should be counting us out yet.
People that have, maybe been Clipper fans against their will or for a particular reason or, for better or for worse, you know what I mean? It's just great to see us, really make those strides. And I think that's the best part of being a sports fan is rooting for that team, being invested in every decision they make, hoping for the best, making decisions on your own that you think would be great.
Every time we have a game in there, sometimes we hide up the Lakers banners and etc. And that's something the Lakers fans always say to me too, just the people around me. But I think having our own arena gives us our own identity.
6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Why is it so important for the Clippers to have their own arena?
First of all, because they don't they never got to feel like they were at home.
But when we're in the Intuit Dome and we're celebrating our championship, we're going to do it right here in the arena.
I think it'll help the team too, like just with their own mentality, knowing like this is our home and we own this, and every time that they arrive there, go in the locker room and know that there's no other team there but themselves.
After being a Laker for so many years, and like I said, the great Jerry West, drafted me in 1998 and have an opportunity to play here in Inglewood, I mean, it was unbelievable.
The Clippers having their own arena is going to finish the, I would say, rebrand, but they're going to have their own identity finally, their own home. We always hear it from the Laker fans, this is our house. And, they're always whining about their championship, banners being covered during Clipper games that they supposedly don't watch. So, having our own home, our own place to go to, our own place to call home is going to put the icing on the cake finally.
It's going to be home to a lot of people that join the team at some point, a lot of people that are going to be proud to be Clippers later in their careers, like homegrown talent, our guys.
I just want as many Clipper fans at playoff games as possible.
It's going to be huge for the Clipper culture moving forward. It's going to be huge for the NBA. And I think that we'll be like at the forefront of that kind of youth movement and how it's going to go.
We're still not done. The job's not done. We're getting the stadium in 2024 and, look forward to it. Look forward to this season and every other season for Clippers.